Hello everyone and welcome to Retail Archaeology. Today we're going to be taking a look at Parkway Plaza Mall located in El Cajon, California. This mall was built in 1972 and was the second indoor mall built in the San Diego area. Now this mall isn't a dead mall, but I wouldn't exactly call it healthy either, and it is pretty interesting to look at. Take a look at the directory real quick, and I love that directory, by the way, that peach and mint green color scheme. You can see here it's a pretty decent sized mall, and it's got a Sears and a Walmart and a Macy's as an anchor, as well as a JCPenney, and there's a movie theater here as well. Now this mall was suggested to me by a friend who's local to the area, and he actually gave me a hand exploring it. Here's a little mom and pop toy shop, and it's got this little dancing puppet thing out here, and this was really interesting to me. The mechanical sounds of this reminded me a lot of the thing out in front of KB with the mechanical animals. One of the other things that caught my eye about this mall was the tile. I absolutely love the tile work. That is quintessentially 90s to me. This mall also has lots of great skylights, and you know I love my skylights. This was filmed on a Friday afternoon, and you can see there's a few empty stores here and there, but it's still, not a lot of vacancies, but there's also not nearly as many people as I expected to be walking around either. Here's the movie theater on the right. We'll take a closer look at that in a second because it's pretty cool. And over to our left is a GameStop, which I'm still working on that video. I know I say that every video, but it's coming, I promise. Here's a look at the Regal Cinemas, and it's got so much neon. I love that. And there's actually a second entrance on the other side, but unfortunately the neon's broken here, you can see that. But this little entryway also serves as the mall's arcade, which we'll see here. It's not very big, but the neon carries through in here, and it's pretty cool. My camera's not doing it justice. And you see there's actually some real arcade games here, not just prize games. I love the Time Crisis series. And I'm pretty sure every movie theater has one of these Miss Pac-Man Galaga combo machines. Look at all that neon in there though. Let's have a closer look. And they even have a party room, which was pretty damn retro, as my friend mentioned while we were exploring this mall. This mall has gone through several renovations and expansions throughout the years, but it still has a pretty awesome aesthetic as far as I'm concerned. This mall's gone through some name changes as well. It was at one time known as Westfield Shoppingtown Plaza, but the Shoppingtown bit was dropped sometime in 2005. And then in 2013, it was renamed to its current name, Parkway Plaza, when it was purchased by Starwood Retail Partners. Here's another one of the closed stores that kind of dotted their way throughout the mall. And there were also some corridors like this that we noticed that kind of seemed to be more dead than others. All the way down there at the end is another one of the mall's anchors, Dick's Sporting Goods, and there's also a Crunch Gym on top. You can see there's a cluster of closed shops down here. Payless Shoe Source. If you haven't seen my video on that, you should check it out. Love that shot. Let's take a closer look at one of the mall's other anchors, though. This is the Sears, and this actually opened a little bit before the mall, sometime in the 1969-1970 timeframe. The history is a little fuzzy on it, but the Sears opened first, and then the mall was attached to it in 1972. So this is an original anchor to the mall, and I think it shows. It was clean for the most part, but it smelt old. I'll put it that way. We thought this was pretty funny over here, this very sparse pants display. All this display space for just a few pair of pants. Seems kind of ridiculous. Sears also had a basement, and this is where it was really musty. There was a funk down here. There's also a weird staircase there to the left. We'll check that out in a second. But first, look at how empty this Sears is, man. Oh, really?
Yeah. Look, man, if the doors are open, you can do it. That's what I said. Looks like a school stairway.
Yeah. A wild Ian appears. So yeah, that's my buddy Ian Ferguson. He was the one exploring the mall with me. You may recognize him from the CU podcast. But he was the one that suggested this place, and I'm really glad he did, because we had tons of fun checking this place out. And we were cracking up at that little mannequin right there, the little kid. So serious looking. And a mess of hats that this lady had to check out. But what Ian said in the stairwell was a good point. I was kind of chickening out a little bit and wasn't going to check out the stairs, but he was like, dude, the door's open. I say do it. And that's the perfect motto for someone who's into urban exploration to live by. So thank you for reminding me of that, Ian. Even though it was just a boring, schoolhouse looking stairwell. And a mall McDonald's. See those all the time. And here's the food court itself. It's pretty decent size, and I didn't see any vacancies. And you had a lot of your classics in here. You had a Sparrow, you had your mall McDonald's a minute ago, Panda Express. Pretty decent food court. Now we'll take a closer look at the Walmart, another anchor, and I normally wouldn't even care about a Walmart except for that you could actually get into the Walmart from the mall. Also, it's a two-story Walmart, which I don't think I've ever been in before. Once again, though, love that tile coloring. And there's one of two Wetzels. There's also a regular Wetzel's. And hey, Wetzel's, when are you going to sponsor a video? Hit me up on Twitter. I want free pretzels. So here's a closer look inside the Walmart. And here's the escalator. This is really what I wanted to see.
It's kind of set.
Whoa.
Like it carries it right into a wall.
It really was like taking an escalator right into a wall of funk. Not as bad as the Sears, but pretty bad. Here's a closer look at the thing that brings your carts up and down the escalator from the second floor. And surprisingly, it was actually kind of dark in this Walmart up here. And also not very busy. I was kind of surprised. Don't see very many not busy Walmarts. Alright, back into the mall. I love those light posts, and you can see there's just skylights all the way down the hall here. It just makes it so bright in this mall. I love that. It just really was a great, fantastic Friday afternoon to spend at the mall. I'm glad I filmed this one now. Hello, Mall Walker. While it looks like this, because, like I said, it doesn't look healthy, so who knows what this place could look like in a couple of years. It'd be interesting to see. Here's a Aeroponics garden display that we found pretty interesting, and here's a closer look at some of the info about it. Starting to get towards the end of the video here on Parkway Plaza Mall, so I'd like to know, do you have any memories of this place, like getting a tattoo at Rockabilly Tattoo there? Let me know what those are down in the comments below if you do. We had a good time here, that's for sure. Here's one of the busier sections of the mall. And we'll wrap it up here with some colorful umbrellas and one of my favorite skylights in the mall. Check out those mirrors around it. As always, everyone, thanks for watching. Want to see your name here? Head on over to patreon.com/retailarchaeology to find out how you can help support the channel. Hey, thanks for checking out my tour of Parkway Plaza Mall. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit those like and subscribe and bell icon buttons there, and also follow at these social media links because that's the best way to keep up with what's going on with the channel. And as always, thanks for watching.